Howdy guys, Jake here. Want to do an exciting video about air bubbles. That's right, air bubbles. Why do air bubbles matter with septic systems? We've given the analogy several times before, like an aquarium. Fish need that oxygen to breathe. That's why you have a little air pump pushing that oxygen into the water so that the fish can breathe. So the bacteria inside an advanced treatment plant need to be able to breathe as well. We want to talk about a diffuser. What is a diffuser? Well, if you've ever had an aquarium or seen one, you've seen those rocks that are at the back of the aquarium. You got to clean them from time to time. The air is pumped into them and it breaks up the bubbles in the water. We call that fine bubble, giving more surface area. Smaller bubbles, same amount of air, smaller bubbles equals more surface area for that water to encounter that air as it rises up to the top. Why does that matter? Well, we want as much oxygen as we can possibly get into the system to make the system efficient and to make sure our bacteria is happy. The typical diffusers used in advanced treatment systems that you can get some of the very cheap low-end systems simply take PVC pipe and drill holes into the PVC pipe, and we have one of those set up below, and I'll show you here the difference as we plug both of these in. But that creates a coarse bubble, a big bubble. As that bubble comes to the top, it's really good at mixing things, and mixing is important in wastewater, but a fine bubble diffuser can do the same mixing but a lot more oxygen in the same amount of air. So we want to show you the difference and why we use a fine bubble diffuser in all of our septic systems. So we have set up here, this is a standard 40 GPM because we use a smaller air pump on some of our systems because we're getting a better diffusing rate, and you're not paying for a whole bunch of extra power for nothing. We're going to come look in this bucket. I'm going to show you the type of diffuser we have set up here, and then I'm going to plug this baby in. Standard PVC pipe. With that, we're going to catch those bubbles start as soon as we plug it in. 1, 2. See those big bubbles? I'm going to unplug it again. Catch that again. Watch these big bubbles just burp out of the system. Boom. See how they're big? And what you'll get is you'll get a really good mixing ratio. As you can see, the bubbles are about that big in size. So we're going to do a quick swap over to our fine bubble diffuser. And you can see that's the size of the holes, and that's typical. Obviously, we're not typically aerating a bucket of water. We're aerating an entire 1,000 gallons worth of water, so it's a bit different there. Now catch these bubbles coming out of this fine bubble diffuser. Much smaller. You see this? Not getting that just crazy amount of rolling, but we're still mixing. As you can see, everything's mixing. Now those bubbles are tiny. They're itty bitty. And what's happening is you're getting a lot more bubbles, same amount of air, meaning a lot more surface area, a lot more oxygen in the water, a lot happier bacteria. Why is this important? Well, if you dump some bleach or Clorox or things down the drain, or it's just a heavy load on the system, you want a lot of oxygen to be able to be in the system to break down that organic material. We really love a fine bubble diffuser. We'll help determine which type of diffusers you have and get you what you need in your system, and we always install fine bubble on all of our system. Thanks guys, until next time.